Hello, hello, my Leos. It is your girl Aquame, and I am here to do your June reading. I hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day. There is an ice cream truck outside, so if you hear it, just ignore it. Take the messages as they resonate. I like when the ice cream truck passes. It makes me have childhood memories that were very good, right? Getting ice cream, even if it wasn't from the ice cream truck. So enjoy it, right? Anywho, my Leos, like I said, I hope you're having a beautiful start to this June. Okay, we are in here. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you make sure you get all your messages, personal readings. The details for that are in the description box. All right, but let's call them the angels, the ancestors, the guardians, and the guides for my lovely Leos. What is the energy surrounding Leo for the month of June that they need to be aware of? What is it that we will be discussing? Let me get one card, please. Let me get one card for Leo. Oh, there it goes. And you have resources, the second house. Okay, so this is Taurus energy. And before I did your reading, interesting, was shuffling a deck and I saw the card Taurus and I saw the card Tuesday. So something about maybe Tuesdays, Taurus, money, you maybe having some sort of good business on Tuesdays or whatever. But the focus this month in June will be your resources, your finances, time spent on things, investments that you're making, right? The building blocks of what you're building, right? The starting point. That's how I see the second house, right? It's where you get everything kind of in order to make it grow. That's where that seed is planted. And you can pull from that energy in your second house. It's just kind of, if you look at your birth chart, this is how you tend to find stability, where you find security, where you find comfort, right? Where you find your financial success, right? Where you could even find the type of career or how you will operate in your career, right? What's your style of working? That's in that second house. You can see all that type of energy. So that's going to be important for you this month. And you have Pluto at the bottom. So the rebirth energy is here with Pluto in the second house. That may be important to you if you know about astrology. But definitely I'm seeing maybe even like a new job, maybe you finding some sort of new way to make money, right? This apple is here. It's like hitting the target on something, making it stick. You pursuing something. I'm getting a lot with that energy. But very good energy to start off with your second house of resources. So if you've been trying to maybe make a budget on something, this is a good time in June to really, implement that budget or set it up in place. Look at your finances and see where you need to improve, where you need to, pull back a little bit. You need to maybe cancel some subscriptions or maybe not eat out so much, different things like that. But you have choose wisely. So yes, with your resources, with your finances, you definitely need to choose wisely at this time. I feel like this month somebody may be planning a trip or going on a trip or something like that. So make sure that you are not just overspending this month, right? Making sure that you have fun, but not overdo it. Okay? Because you're going to have to deal with whatever the aftermath is, right? So if you are going on some sort of trip or you plan on maybe even buying, I'm seeing like new equipment or buying something, even food, right? Just being very conscious about where you're spending your money, how you're spending, how much you're spending. You need to really pay attention to your finances because I feel like the energy of indulgence is in the air for you, but that could be a good thing or a negative thing, right? Okay, Seven of Cups is here. What else is going to come out for June? The Firm Foundations. It's the Four of Pentacles in this deck. I love this energy. You're choosing things this month. You're being very careful this month, right? You may have overspent last month. I don't know. You may have had a lot of fun during your birthday season. You're recouping back to where you need to be, right? It could be, I see a lot of celebrations happening. I see people, no, not people, I'm sorry. I see you actually building up something, maybe even for people to kind of come to. I don't know. It could be building something, building towards something, building a business. I'm seeing a yard sale as well. So something about a yard sale. getting money for things that you already own, right? Or skills that you already have. If you have some sort of skill, then you need to utilize it. You have the throat chakra. Your skill may be with speaking. Your skill may be with analyzing something and understanding the flow of it with this throat chakra here. Okay, so that's a really good energy. Firm foundations. I feel like you're definitely very confident this month. You have the heart chakra. All right, so your desires are very important to you. Speaking up and, having and owning the things that you work hard for. Like I'm seeing also getting a good deal on something. I don't know what that is, but all right, Taurus. Let's see. Let's get some clarity here for the month. Hello, Nicholas. Thank you for being here with me. I would appreciate if you hit that like button if you are feeling this message. Okay, the 5 of coins, your resources. This is having to replenish, though, what has been wasted. The 9 of staffs is here. Definitely having to, kind of get through something on a financial scale. But, yeah, just the Lovers is here. So, yeah, you're trying to recoup something. I'm seeing recouping your losses, maybe even, again, making some type of new investment somewhere in something to build something up to actually be stronger is what you need, right? You may have had the wrong type of idea when it came to the success of something. Yeah. The nine of wands with the Lovers is giving me like a tough battle to hold something together with this 5 of pentacles. It's like it's not enough though. It's like something else needs to be put in place for fulfillment, for, something to get past. Like the same thing. Like if you feel like every week you don't have what you need or something like that. This is somebody who's working a 9 to 5. Yeah, this is really cutting back on things, though. This is Spirit telling you to cut back on something. The Fool, yeah, cut back. It came out in reverse here. The reason the Fool is in reverse because it's like frivolous spending. Spending on your desires and then not having enough for the necessities. Or this could be somebody else in your energy as well, where you're trying to work around that because, it's like there's always a need. There's always somebody's like, this could be you, like with health issues even. Like you may need to spend certain money because you have certain conditions that you need to tend to. But it's also here maybe like finding discounts, I don't know. This is all types of things I'm seeing here to keep something going. So it doesn't feel like you're wasting. What is this? Choose wisely for my Tauruses. Oh, I'm doing a Taurus reading? I can't believe this. This whole time I kept saying Taurus, and I felt like I was supposed to say Leo. I am so sorry, Leos. If I mention, I think because the second house energy is here, I kept saying Taurus, but this is definitely a Leo reading. So Leo, take this as it resonates. Take it as it resonates. I do apologize. Okay, so the Justice card is here. Again, your needs, your wants, and your desires. You need to really kind of focus on balancing out both sides. The 9 of coins is here, 9 of pentacles. So you have 2 9s with this 9 of wands and 9 of coins. This is the perseverance, right, through everything. Like also, you may not see certain things because something feels normal. Maybe it doesn't feel like it's like you just got used to it in some sort of way, but it's like you have an option or a choice to change things up. You don't, this is not something that is like one-sided or, the scales are set for something to be in one way. There's some sort of movement. The 8 of wands is here with the 9 of coins. This is definitely about some sort of messages that need to be answered. Responses that need to be made. Like correspondences I'm hearing. What are you gonna, so some type of organization. So it's like corresponding to what's priority. Something else has priority over something else. Creating that sense of like a system of order, a system of this is first, second, third, and really executing, because I feel like there's a slight energy of things feeling kind of all over the place and trying to pick it all up, right? It's it's not like it's lost. It's just like it's all over the place. So there needs to be a sense of organization. You have the devil with the King of Swords, the firm foundations, the Knight of Staffs. There's going to be a lot of different changes that need to be implemented. Like there's new ideas that are coming in fast. The devil card. This is also to make something look good. It's like some type of firm foundation has been set. Something is in place, but it needs to grow. It needs more, like some type of, how do I say this? This is like something that's kind of, you start at the ground level with your business, or you start at the ground level with learning something, and you kind of, you work your way up. But with that devil card, this is like having some sort of obstacle or working around a barrier. That's what it is. It's working around a barrier. The Knight of Staves, the King of Swords. Like something is kind of set in place and it can't be moved, I'm seeing with this devil energy. But there's a way around it still. The Seven of Swords. So the way around it is not to engage, not to there's something here about withholding information. So somebody, this King of Swords energy, Knight of Staffs, they're moving, I'm hearing without permission. It could be like somebody could be going through your stuff. Be very mindful of that. Trying to dig up something, because it's like the obstacle is there, but because you're getting around it, because you're not like letting it beat you, like this is kind of puzzling to somebody. The Two of Cups in the throat chakra. Somebody's not good. Yeah, somebody's definitely not saying all that needs to be said. I feel like your whereabouts, like where you're going, you need to not necessarily tell everyone about it. You need to keep things to yourself. That's what I'm seeing here too. You have to keep certain things to yourself, because you can't give it away to everybody else, because it's like you have something set up in place here, obviously, right? It could be your family situation that you have set up in place, but there's a lot of outside things that are influencing or interfering, right? And it's like you don't kind of have a whole grasp on this situation here. So you really need to kind of dig in and get to the bottom of something. Yeah, the Emperor. You need to get to the bottom of something, and the Strength card is sliding out underneath here. So something isn't right. Somebody, you got to speak up about something, say something quickly, right? Because it's like the foundation can crack. If you allow something to go down the wrong path, or you allow somebody else to maybe even make a choice that is not beneficial in some sort of way, you could be leaving some type of choice up to somebody else. And it's like telling you not to do that, because this person doesn't either have all the information and not being truthful with all the information, right, that they're providing to you. They're not telling you all the details about something. They could be asking you to do something for them, to some sort of favor. It's telling you with the Fool card not to move on something until you have all the information here. I'm recording, babe. And there goes my son. The sun is at the bottom. I'm recording. You got to be quiet, babe. Thanks. All right, so let's see what else we get here for my Leos. Because you obviously need to keep your movements quiet. Hold on 1 second for me, guys. Children, gotta love them, gotta love them. Anywho, so let's see. What advice do we have here? I know they're telling you to keep quiet about something, or something. Like I said, be aware. It's like somebody's definitely trying to sneak up in some sort of way, trying to maybe even throw something at you, throw something in your direction for you to catch it. But I feel like you kind of see it coming before it comes. Angry people, can't make it up. Number 47. Somebody here is just, it says do not engage with angry people. So this is about not engaging. The Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords, that's no engagement. All All right, that's keeping yourself kind of, ooh, that's too many cards. That's telling you to keep yourself in like quiet mode, silent mode, do not disturb. Go into your comfortable place with who you need to go with. Psychic attack is here. I think Cancer just got that card too. Wow. And you have energies and auras. So angry people, psychic attacks, and energies and auras, right? You need to be aware of, yeah, something won't be successful because I feel like somebody isn't doing right by you. So success is here, but it's angry people. Like somebody doesn't have good intentions. They don't have good like feelings about what it is that you are doing maybe, or how you're doing, how you're treating them. They may not be getting something from you. So I'm seeing an energy of sabotaging. You can have somebody trying to sabotage your relationship, like with some sort of connection, with some sort of like you may have made a deal with somebody. This could be a loving relationship, whatever. But somebody else is trying to kind of interfere and sabotage this. And you need to be aware of that. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I'm sending you right back some love and healing. Okay, so what is it with these angry people? What's their problem? Their problem is they mad, they jealous, they can't figure out your next move. They can't figure out why it is you won't give them what it is that they want. Yeah, they mad. It's okay. They mad. The Lovers is here again with the Five of Cups. They're mad because you're not giving them the time and attention that they want. That's what I see here. They're trying to interfere with your connection because whatever it is, for whatever reason, either you didn't give them that type of time and attention and they feel like they're owed it from you. But in reality, they're not owed anything. You know, you don't owe nobody nothing. Only if you feel like you owe them. And if you don't, here we go with the Fool, right? You still skipping along. And they trying to fight to keep you in place and you still figuring out how to break out the barriers, right? So in June, you're gonna feel like you may not even notice this either. Because you're like, with this Fool card, it's like you're not even paying attention. You sit steady working on what you got to work on. You ignoring people. You paying attention to your own, environment. Making sure that you're staying on the right track. Making sure that the doorways are staying open for you. But I feel like this person is also fighting the fact that you're not paying them attention. Like they want you to pay them attention, but you in that Fool energy. You got bigger and better plans. You got bigger and better things to do. This person, they may try to convince you to do things otherwise, or you may notice that how their energy kind of fluctuates when you tell them certain things, good information about you. All right, so pay attention to that. You have the Strength card. The energy with this and with whatever it is, this connection is very strong. You have the King of Wands and the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. So don't give them no time and no attention. You have the right to give to whoever you want to. And I feel like this person may want to control that type of energy. All right, if it's you, don't be controlling. Allow things to be, how do I say? Not a forced, like this flow of this situation is like always trying to stop, block, interfere. All right, and you are maybe even steady trying to skip past something. But I also see, like I said, this is not truly affecting you. You know where your path is. You know where you're going. You know where your wish fulfillment is with the Four of Wands here. Okay. So, let's get some last messages for my Leo. And I am sorry if I called you Taurus like 45 times during this message. But Taurus may be important. So you have the cocoon phase, all right? The cocoon phase, nobody sees what's happening to the butterfly or the caterpillar. We don't even know what creature is inside of there, right? We just see a cocoon and then it emerges into what it's supposed to be to. So this is where, again, this energy of keeping things to yourself. July, your birthday may be in July, maybe a July Leo. July 25th may be your birthday. Okay, if it is, this message is definitely for you. You have Aries energy here. The Emperor card did show itself. It says do not accept, so this could be an Aries in your energy. be mindful of that. It says spend time with yourself. Cancer also got that too. Number 21 is here. So Aries born on the 25th or the 21st, or somebody born on the 21st of July or the 25th. Nosy people. Somebody is extremely nosy. They want to see what is going on inside of this cocoon, what you got cooking up, but they can't see it. That moon card is here. They cannot see what it is that you're doing, and this is making them very mad, whether they're blocked, whether they're just not getting the answers that they want. They're not seeing the negative like they expect to see, right? When they do take a peek, it's like they see progress inside that cocoon, even though it's not fully bloomed yet. That was a whole bar. You got number 1 and work bestie. Okay. Let's see. You have number 16 here as well. Mondays are important for you in some way. Look what's at the bottom, Taurus. I kept calling y'all Taurus the whole damn time. So Taurus, if you're watching this, you may have a message in here for you. Cold in June. So again, cutting people off, being very selective about who you tell, who you spend your time with, you know, whatever, who you feed. I just heard. Be mindful of who you feeding. Who's sitting at your table. Think before you act. Who is sitting at your table? How many seat placements do you have? Is it too many? Are the right people in the right places? Right? Like, really pay attention to that, Leo. Don't let nobody try to play you out. Not at all. Number 20 is here. I got a lot of numbers. You got 20, 21, 25, 16, the number 1. Got the number 7 here quite a few times as well. Number 23, another number. Saturday. You have November. You have clarity of mind and judgment. Think before you act. It just said that. And look at this. You have the caterpillar phase. Somebody is behind you, and they're trying to figure out how to catch up to you. Because you're in the cocoon phase already. You're almost about to be a butterfly. You've already been a butterfly. You're becoming a different butterfly now. This person stuck in the caterpillar phase. And you know what's funny? That Taurus energy, not to say that this person is a Taurus or whatever, I really don't care. But the Taurus energy reminds me of the caterpillar. Because the caterpillar has to eat its way, you know, get itself ready. It's that starting point. The cocoon phase is you've already leveled up past this, right? The caterpillar says young, new path, preparing, and beginnings, right? But the cocoon phase says learning, still, growing, new developments, adjustments, and shadow. So that word shadow, keep it in the dark until it's ready to be seen. Everybody doesn't need to see every step of your process. And this is a word from your ancestors, okay? Honor your ancestors. Positive thinking is upside down. Somebody definitely soulmate energy. This could be somebody you least expect. So, Lordy Lord. All right, Leo, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you contact me if you need a personal reading. If not, I'll be back with more soon enough. Talk to you later. Deuces.